Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash. I'm going to get right into it because I want to play this little video because I know Ishtar / Easter is coming up, and a lot of people about to do the little pagan Good Friday stuff and all of that. So quick edification. So let me get right into it. I'm going to play a quick little video. I may or may not stop it as it goes, but it is, quick little rundown real quick.
Around 2800 BC, there lived a hunter named Nimrod in Babylon, which was located between the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers. Whenever wild animals threatened the people, he protected them with his power. As people respected and supported him, Nimrod became arrogant and incited people to build the Tower of Babel.
Come, let us build a tower that reaches to the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves and not be scattered over the face of the whole earth.
Such deeds of Nimrod that were against God has continued even after Nimrod had died.
So first off, notice he's pointing that arrow to the sky. There's nothing new under the sun. He's pointing that arrow up towards the Most High. They know the Most High went up right above that firmament, right? They've been trying to shoot arrows at the sky to break open this firmament. This is where your fireworks come from. That's why fireworks shoot high into the sky and they explode. This started back at the Tower of Babel. It's nothing new under the sun. They've been trying to break out of this dome, just like they shoot rockets and nukes up at the firmament to this day. You can find pieces of it on the in the deserts or in the sand in Texas and Nevada. That's why you can't go to Antarctica. But this is off topic. But there's nothing new under the sun. Don't believe these devils. They ain't left this dome.
Had died. Semiramis, Nimrod's wife, insisted that Nimrod became the sun god. She cut Nimrod's dead body into pieces and sent them to each tribe of Babylon. People regarded the place where a part of Nimrod was buried as sacred.
This is the old Babylon. We're in Babylon the Great now. We're in the daughter of Babylon, the daughter of the Chaldean. This is how we know what America is. Let's go.
She also claimed that Nimrod was reincarnated as her son.
The sun god Nimrod was reincarnated as my son Tammuz. He who believes and follows Tammuz follows Nimrod.
This is where Lent comes from. They're weeping for Tammuz, which the Most High told the Israelites not to do. It was all women in there in the courts out there weeping in the field. I believe that's Ezekiel chapter 8, I believe.
As Semiramis ruled over Babylon in place of her young son Tammuz, she maneuvered people into worshiping her. Monuments of Semiramis carrying her child Tammuz in her arms were set up all over Babylon, along with various images symbolizing the sun god. The sun worship and the mother-child worship, which was a scheme devised by Semiramis, put down roots as a religion of Babylon.
This is what goes on today. New Babylon here, it's all magnified. It's heavy mother-child worship. They totally eliminate the father. They praying to white Jesus, to white Jesus, but totally eliminating the Most High out of the picture. All right? It's heavy woman-child worship. Small tidbit. When Mary and Joseph, when Yahushua was born, when Christ was born, and the, I guess, quote unquote, 3 wise men, I'll just keep it there because I want to continue. They brought those, that tax that was on the house of Joseph, they brought those gifts. I'll put it like so people can understand. They brought those gifts. Did they get them to Mary or did they get them to Joseph? Here, what do? Baby shower, it's all about the woman, the child, the man, all in the kitchen, hanging up stuff. Heavy mother-child worship. Look at the churches. It's Mary holding white Jesus, if you will. Heavy mother-child worship. Same thing going on today. The whole world is based off the female.
idolatry stemmed from Babylon spread to many countries after the Tower of Babel collapsed? It is because when the Babylonians were scattered over the whole world, they brought the sun worship and the mother-child worship. The sun worship and the mother-child worship were assimilated into the cultures and religions of many countries, and they came to have various forms and names. Nimrod, the sun god, was known as Mithra in Persia, Sol in Rome.
Sol in Rome. This is your Statue of Liberty, but it's also Ishtar. It's also Ishtar. We'll get to that.
Sol in Rome, Ra or Horus in Egypt, and Apollo in Greece.
This is who all the fraternities and sororities take their pledge or their oath to, whether if they know it or not. It's to Apollo. It's to Zeus. We'll get to that later.
Semiramis and Tammuz, who were the start of the mother-child worship, was called Isis and Horus, Venus and Dionysus, Diana and At.
See that Diana, Rome, right? Back then, Diana lived in the holly groves of Rome. This is why and how Hollywood is built after. If you know anything about, if you've done any traveling, or you've done any research or any history, right? Archaeological findings, things like that, you would see that Hollywood is built just like the holly grove that Diana lived in. They were doing sodomite stuff up there, sex changes, breast enhancements, butt enhancements, the same as they do in Hollywood today.
And Astaroth and Tammuz, respectively.
This is who the Israelites were worshiping. And let's find out what the Most High did. This is what's coming up this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if the Most High was mad and pissed off back then, ain't nothing changed. Easter, which is Ishtar, has nothing to do with the resurrection of Christ, of Yahushua. Nothing. They were doing this 1,500 years before he was even born. They just changed the names. That's it. It's no translation. It's a transliteration. They changed the names to keep us deceived. Let me get into something else real quick. Let me see if I could get into that real quick. Hold on. I got something. All right. So we can see who stored this. I posted this many, many years ago. All right. It does not take a genius to realize that Easter is the English pronunciation of the goddess Astarte or Ashtoreth, the goddess of sex, love, and fertility, consort and sister of Baal, right? Beelzebub, Baal, other words known as Satan, right? Also known as Ishtar, the wife of Tammuz. Y'all see that? Right? And if we go down, you can look at the artifacts. That's Ishtar, Ashtoreth, Easter, right? Let's get some what the Most High did to the Israelites. Matter of fact, we'll go to in Kings. We'll start with Solomon, right? So if we go to 1 Kings chapter 11, I'll just get straight to it. Verse 4, right? A lot of us Israelites know this, and we talk about Solomon's multiple wives and all this. No, that was not the reason the Most High was upset with Solomon. You wouldn't be here if our forefathers couldn't have multiple wives. That ain't the topic of this. It's about Ishtar, okay? Verse 4, for it came to pass when Solomon was old that his wives, pillow talking and stuff at night, right, turned away his heart after other gods, and his heart was not perfect with Yahweh. Ishtar, Easter, the goddess of the Zidonians, and Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonites. And Solomon did evil in the sight of Yahweh, and went not fully after Yahweh as did David his father. Then did Solomon build a high place for Chemosh, the abomination of Moab, in the abomination was upset that we went after Ishtar. Keep that in mind. Okay, let's go down further. Right, 1 Kings chapter 11 verse 31. Right, and he said unto Jeroboam, take the 10 pieces, for thus said Yahweh, right, our power of Israel, behold, I will rend the kingdom out of the hand of Solomon, and I will give 10 tribes to thee. Why? But he shall have one tribe for my servant David's sake, right, to fulfill the prophecy, and for Jerusalem's sake, the city which I have chosen out of all of the tribes of Israel, because the reason why, the Most High is fair, they have forsaken me. So think about today. You're supposed to be serving in the Most High, but most of our people are forsaking him and have worshiped Ishtar. Who's doing the whole things with the egg. Matter of fact, look, let me see if I can get there. The same thing we do today, right? Same thing. The boom, there it is. You know the phone's listening to us anyway. The hot cross buns. Look, they got raisins in it, so you know Esau over there cooking. Look, the same thing we do today. The hot cross buns. Nothing new. We was doing that back then. Nothing new under this sun. Matter of fact, let's verify that. I'll get back to Kings. Let's verify that. This is in Jeremiah, right? Jeremiah called it out. The Most High called it out to him, but Jeremiah called it out. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 18, right? Let me highlight it just so it is. The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire. Your dad would be out there on that barbecue on Ishtar on Easter Sunday when everybody come over. And the women knead their dough. Your mom and them in the house making the cakes and a caramel cake and a 7-Up cake and an upside down cake and a German chocolate cake to make cakes to the queen of heaven, Ishtar, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods that they may provoke me to anger. The Most High telling Jeremiah, man, get over here and look at your brothers and sisters. What the heck they in there doing? They didn't learn from the Tower of Babel. They didn't learn from all of this. This is what's going on. All right. Let's go to 1 Kings chapter, I believe it's chapter 18. Let's see. Right, because it's a doctrine of Jezebel. Verse 18. And he said, and he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but thou and thy father's house, and that you have forsaken the commandments of Yahweh, and thou hast followed Balaam. Right? You follow Satan. You going every which way. Verse 19. Now therefore rend all Israel unto Mount Carmel, and the prophets of Baal 150, and the prophets of the groves 400, which eat at Jezebel's table. All this got to do with Jezebel's heavy woman child worship. Most men, man, they girlfriends, they wives, they drag them over there to Easter egg hunt and do all that with the children. Because women will rightfully offer their children up to be sacrificed, physically, spiritually, whether if you know it or not. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to work full time and I'm going to do this. And what they do, send their children to school. They willingly offer their children up for a mental sacrifice when they're supposed to be at the house. Okay? So look, I just want to touch on some hot points. We go to Isaiah chapter 47, right? This is why the Most High is going to do this to them. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. This is this place. This is Babylon. Virgin daughter, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. Virgin daughter, meaning this place ain't been touched yet. They're going to get touched on this world war. They're a virgin. They ain't had their skirt lifted up yet. You know what I want to say. They ain't been popped yet. Not here on the homeland, but it's about to happen soon. Matter of fact, Nahum chapter 3, verse 5. Behold, I'm against thee, thus said Yahweh. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. Why? Because of all these abominations. Listen, the Most High hates Ishtar, Easter, celebrate, pump all this stuff up. He knows what the Most High hate, right? They search out the iniquities. They search out every single thing they know the Most High hates. They leave no stone unturned. No stone unturned. Psalms chapter 64, verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish. Yes, they accomplished it, period. A diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. It's deep. So they find out everything that the Most High hates, and they got us here doing it. And we just think, oh, it's just fun. It's just for the children. Doing things for your child will get you destroyed. That's prophecy. The Most High talks about that. All right. So with that, Shalom. Just wanted to go over the a quick little, I don't know, history or origin, if you will, of Ishtar. Right? Cut that out. That's Ishtar sitting over in that water over there, daughter of the Chaldeans and all that over there in New York. Shalom.